It was a nice win. Got a lot of contributions from a lot of people on tonight's game. First off, we worked really hard as a coaching staff prepping for this game. And to our kids' credit, we did not overlook them. We did not have a letdown after the Vanderbilt game, which certainly was a concern. But they really listened to us, and I have a lot of respect for this Fullerton program. That's a good win for us over a team that's very athletic, very scrappy, and has given some quality teams, including Pac-10 Cal, a run for their money this year. The first half set the tone. I thought we did a nice job attacking them in the first half. We caught on film that we thought their very, very talented ball screen defense would allow for some pick and pop opportunities. And we preached to our post players that they were going to get some three-point attempts early in the game. And obviously Jen Ewell didn't do it all game long, but hit some big threes out of the gate to give us confidence that the game plan was the right approach. And that was going to give us an extra score. And a really, really good productive first half gave us a cushion to play everybody and get experience against a scrappy team. And that's a nice homestand again, coming away with 2-0 this week.
How difficult was it to get the girls to not kind of bask in that Vanderbilt win?
You know, I think that the upperclassmen help that culture that you can never be too high, never too low. I think it helped that we were lifting at 6:30 a.m. on Thursday morning, the morning after Vanderbilt. So back fresh on their minds was the work they need to put in order to be long-term successful. So they didn't have any choice. And again, the coaching staff had a lot of respect for this Fullerton team coming in. What they do on guarding the ball screen, we felt really could give us trouble. But I thought we did a nice job keeping them off balance. We added a few things coming into this game. And overall, it's a credit to our kids' maturity that we moved on. And the Vanderbilt game's behind us. No one can take it away from us. But, it was a trap game, and we didn't want to turn around and lose to Fullerton after the big win.
We talked defensively. I mean, we're going to talk about Lauren in a lot of different ways today, but one of the things that she did statistically that stands out is holding Richardson scoreless.
Well, I'm glad someone notices it. When we won the Seattle tournament, she did a great job on a future WNBA player for Little Rock, and she has a monster scoring game, and she doesn't get recognized by the MAC for Player of the Week. This week she has a monster game against Vanderbilt, but even more importantly did a really nice job on Lister. Tonight she has another very productive game in limited minutes because of the lead, and she shuts out their best player. Lauren Prohaska is just not a scorer. She's just not a foul shooter. She's a complete player, and we assign her to the best offensive guard every game. And, that kid has scored against everybody, and she goes scoreless tonight against us, and a lot of those minutes were against Lauren.
So what is it that makes Lauren so strong defensively?
Well, her length is deceptive. It's like having a 6'1", her wingspan so long, 6'2" guard on you that's going to contest shots. She really understands scouting reports and what players' strengths and weaknesses are, and she tries real hard to get them to play to their weaknesses and take away strengths. You can just really, really count on her that whoever she's assigned to is probably going to be kept under their average. She's not going to shut them out every night, but night in and night out, you can almost count on they will be under their average coming into the game.
Big game on the boards today. Let's talk about that.
Surprisingly, we had done a nice job. 6 out of the first 7 games, I think we had out-rebounded our opponents. And you watch this Fullerton team, and they're relentless going to the glass. They're not the biggest team we played, not the strongest team we played, but they're relentless. And I thought rebounding could be an issue tonight, and we really came out and hit the boards and had a good night on offensive boards. Really proud of the kids. We haven't had a day off in a long time, so they know that tomorrow is waiting for a well-deserved day off, and they really gave a lot of effort, and a lot of people got on the boards for us.
Have you ever coached a better free throw shooter than number 2?
Lauren's a very, very special foul shooter. This whole team has a chance to be special. Becky Hammond would be the closest to that, this WNBA star that I coached at Colorado State, but I'm not even sure Becky Hammond is quite as good as Lauren. Lauren is something truly special.
And just as that practice, obviously part of it, but just natural ability too?
There's a confidence, there's a routine. She has such a great demeanor to be a good foul shooter. And it's just repetition through the years. It's the same routine, the same preparation each and every time she goes up there.
Any other questions?
Great, thank you.